We met 2002 in a limo going to a Super Bowl party.
He gave me his card and he said, "Hey, call me and we'll go to lunch." And I said, "I am not calling you. If you want to have lunch, you're going to need to call me." And that's what he did. He called me the very next day for lunch. So when we were then leaving Reggie and we were going home, and I said, "You know, if he actually calls me, I think I'm going to go out on a date with him." And all my friends were like, "Oh no, you should not go out with him." Well, for a couple reasons. One, I was a Christian and I was going to stay loyal to my Christian faith of premarital sex. And they were like, "Oh, he is not going to like that. Like, he's a famous guy, he's big, he's scary, he's had his way." And I was like, I did not get any of that from Reggie. I said, we talked for such a long time, and he was a good, solid man. Like, I did not gather that. And those same friends had to eat their words because this man did not try to kiss me for 5 dates.
I took on football pretty much as a challenge. 2 weeks into me going out for the team, the guy who bugged me every day until the end, in the game, boom, he gets his knee blown out, boom. He comes out of the game and I go in. And that was kind of the story, you know. I never looked back from that point. You know, my high school coach, he had graduated from Hampton, and Hampton is like a historical black college university back in Virginia. And he said, "If you go to school there, Reggie, you'll get an education. It won't be just a football number, and it just won't be just keeping you eligible to play," you know. So I took him up on that, and I tell you, that was the best decision that I made. Made all conference my last 2 years, my junior, senior year. MVP of the team my junior, senior year, and my senior year I made first team All-American for Division II school. Only the second guy would be drafted out of that college. And getting drafted and going to the Rams. So, and 10 years later, playing in the Super Bowl. I was playing in Super Bowl 14.
On our very first date, I told Reg, "Hey, I'm going to be adopting. You know, you're not cool with that, then you need to know now." And of course, at that time, we thought it was like such a far off thing. And I got a letter in the mail on Friday that said, "Congratulations, you're in our system. It'll be up to 3 years for a match." And on Monday, I got a phone call. And she said, "We have a little baby boy." And of course, I was like excited, but a little nervous. And Reggie went with me, which turned out to be another perfect story.
Picking him up,
Yeah.
going and getting him. And first of all, Taryn was like, "Oh, we need to go by and see Betty over here. We need to go see Don over here. We need to go over here." And I said, "No, let's just go home and give him a bath, clean him up, and just sit around and just stare at him for a while." So.
And that is actually what we did. And I got a phone call from DPSS, my counselor, and she let me know that Ricky had 2 brothers that were in need of a home, and would we be interested and willing to take them in. Our middle son had severe abuse and severe trauma. He had brain damage and a full stroke at age 1.5 years old. He was in the hospital for 3 weeks, and he was wearing a helmet when I met him, and he had some burns and things on his body. So,
you know, it was totally a God's thing, you know, just having 2 of his actual siblings that we wound up having together. So that was kind of the real good thing about it. Whenever they find out that our boys are adopted, you know, they say, "Oh, you're doing such a great thing, you know, taking the kids out of where they are and putting them in a different situation." That's not how we kind of looked at it. I think it was more, for us, you know, kind of what the boys have added to our lives. I mean, because I think, you know, it kind of gets to me talking about it.
I know, me too.
You know, because it's, you know, just something that's in our hearts, I think, is basically where it comes from, you know, because I can't see ourselves now without these guys now. I mean, they've been such a part of our lives to make us aware of how many kids are actually out there that aren't able to find a home. Say what Rancho Damacitas has done is that they are giving opportunity to kids that wouldn't normally have these opportunities, you know. Yeah. And I think with us, by our story and what we've done, it's more of just kind of making people aware, you know, that these type of places are out there and available for kids that don't have.
All kids need a family.
Group hug. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Squeeze y'all in the middle.